Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another NTW3 battlefield today, and this is a glorious 4v4 setup here as we have some Carabiniers, the infantry, getting charged by some Landwehr Uhlans right now. And I mean, the French have got infantry in behind now, also firing onto these Uhlans and routing them pretty damn quickly. But we have a nice 4v4 here. There's another massive cavalry charge goes on over here. This gun, so close to getting taken out. This artillery, this like horse artillery here just about survived. Some hussars had to sacrifice themselves. But we have the French 1812 here defending its artillery to the last man right now with all its cavalry. They have a lot of cavalry here today, and quite a lot for a French faction, as we have more Prussian cav getting routed over here. We have the Rhineland over here also supporting against Prussia. Uhlans here getting routed as well. So yeah, we have Rhineland, we have 1812 France, we have Württemberg, and I believe we have another France. We have the Italian France faction as well, and they are facing today Prussia. We have 1812 Russia, Sweden, and Saxony here today. So a good mix of factions. Somewhere we don't often see. Saxony and Württemberg we don't often see on the battlefield, and it's nice to see them once again, to be sure. As you can see, the artillery here just about survived that cavalry charge, and is now setting up now to put some rounds into those Prussian cavalry that are lingering now around. I don't really know who won that. I mean, both sides lost a lot of cav there. I'd say it's a fairly decent draw. Cuirassiers here. Got a lot of cuirassiers over on this left flank, actually, for the Allies. But they will be met by a huge Cheval unit. We've got some more cuirassiers here for Rhineland. Cuirassiers here for the French. They've got a fair amount of cav of their own. And the French seem to have a lot of infantry stacked in here. They have a huge army, to be fair. We actually have another cavalry fight about to take place over here. So we have Saxony going in against Württemberg here. Got two German states fighting on, one fighting for the coalition, one fighting for the imperial side. Germans fighting Germans. Got Saxony in the red, and and actually Württemberg in the green, which is kind of confusing because Saxony's like icons green and theirs is sort of like a dark red. As you can see, the French firing some rounds into the Saxon cavalry. Gets a little bit too close, and these dragoons here got routed by Chevaliers here. Württemberg didn't bring too much in the way of cavalry. Are these Grenadier Guards? Grenadier Guards on like... So this is like the Grenadier Cheval that the French can get. But Württemberg's got them as well. And it's a smaller unit. It seems like their only other cav unit. It seems like their only other one, the Dragoons, got routed. Got a lot of infantry over here. Looking glorious. Really are. But yeah, so it seems like after the first initial cavalry charge, well, we might be able to see another one. You don't know. The French look like they're sending over a lot of their cavalry to come and deal with these Saxon pests. Also, a lot of square forming up right now. Saxony certainly has a lot of cavalry on this side, as does Sweden. Seems like France is going to have to bring some across. Who's charging their cav? I think, is it just the French for the hussars? I think it is. But yes, so there you go. That is a very, very bold entrance into this NTW3 match that we have today for you. It is a really nice 4v4 sent in by a member of my Discord. If you'd like to send in your own awesome NTW3 replays, you know what to do. Join the Discord if you have not already. The link is down below in the description. And also, if you want to support the channel and are enjoying this video, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. As with the Italian army here marching forward, or the French Italian army. In their revolutionary sort of uniforms, really nice. It doesn't seem like they got massive cav themselves. It's got these Cavalry Battalier, which is over here, which is a nice unit. It's only 82 men though. They've got Victor Moreau, or however you say his name, like as a general, but they've really got massive cav. That's not the only cav that they brought. Apart from that, they just brought a lot of infantry. So it looks like Rhineland may be having the job of defending this right flank against all those cuirassiers with his own cuirassiers. Seems like France's hussars did actually break there, so I presume they went in at some point. And we've actually got another big cavalry fight over here. I didn't see the Grenadier Guards gone in. These really elite cavalry. They're fighting cuirassiers here of Sweden. They're actually falling back. Whether that's a good idea, they may rout from doing that. Yeah, they routed. They should have probably just stayed fighting this square, maybe been able to support them. This is a Jaeger Guard unit. It's quite nice. But now they're really going to need the cavalry of France, because they have no cavalry on this side now. And Sweden and, well, this is all Swedish cav. Sweden and Saxony have a lot of cav still. You see square, you can see a 6-pounder is getting set up here. Looks like it's just going to fire into any squares or any large formations. Maybe the cavalry mass over there from France. Going to be very, very interesting. Yet to see Prussia's infantry. Prussia's infantry isn't always the greatest, and they did use a lot of their cavalry up. But if Prussia just goes straight up the centre here, there's not much to stop them. You've got Guard National. Just also Guard National here defending the centre. So the French are pretty weak in the centre. They've got an 8-pounder here. They've got quite a lot of cav. Looks like Rhineland's going to be sort of commanding the centre. Already looks like France is, with his forces are kind of set up more to the left, supporting Württemberg. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes down, especially since like Russia and certainly Prussia, who struggle against the French, may have a bit of a chance when it comes to fighting like the Confederation of the Rhine. I mean, they may still struggle with the that massive Italian-French army. Certainly the Russians might, just because their infantry just isn't accurate. These boys are just, the French are just so much more accurate, and they are really marching down. I wonder whether the this French army here is going to take up the centre, and it's going to be Rhineland that's going to take the flank, because that would make sense, because the French don't really have much cav. Well, certainly not 1800 like France. 1812 France has plenty of cav, and it has some big units, as we've already been over. Oh, but Württemberg's guard grenadiers did return. They're still pretty healthy. That's good to see. Sweden's infantry isn't also like known for being great either. I mean, I usually see it get like trashed by the French. It'll be interesting to see how it does against Württemberg. It looks like I said, it looks like France is kind of shifting, or certainly 1812 France is shifting a lot of its forces to support the its German ally here. We actually have, I just realized, it's just 2 French armies, and then it's just 2 Germans on this side. We've got Confederation of the Rhine and Württemberg. It's a battle of the German city-states, really. I mean, Confederation of the Rhine is not just a city-state, it's a lot of states. But you know what I mean. A lot of Germans here, put it like that. And the French, and then nice big units in 191. And we've got some big French units here. Doesn't mean they're good. Always gotta remember that. Doesn't mean they're good. And they're in the nice columns. I mean, they don't march. They should really march in column, because then they march quicker. There's another thing with NTW3. If you march in column, you march quicker than in line, which he's kind of going back to doing now, which I'm glad to see. But it looks like we're sort of waiting for the Allies to appear once again. I mean, the Swedes are appearing, and the Saxons, but it seems like the Russians and the Prussians are a bit late to this fight. As you can see here, we've got some grenadiers set up here for Saxony. They look awesome. In their pristine white uniforms. I'm sure they will be bloodied by the end of this battle. Artillery already starting to go off. Starting to put holes in the ranks. Oh, that's a good hit. Actually hit those hussars and they didn't even know about it. Musketeers. Yeah, I can imagine these musketeers could struggle. Don't know why. Musketeers always seem to have a rough time. Why is there a big hole in the middle of this this Swiss formation? Is this some sort of secret tactic the Swiss have got going on? It's like the, I don't know. You can put like an artillery piece in the center, and then when at the last minute these guys in the front move out of the way and an artillery piece just fires canister. I don't know. What are they doing? There's another one here. They clearly got some weird formation going on where they form a circle in their own formation. It's some sort of witchcraft, I'd say. But it seems like both sides are kind of taking their time now. Rhineland's really pushing forward these Jaegers. He may just get these guys charged down. Yeah, what's appearing here? Oh, it's musketeers. They won't be chasing down those Jaegers, luckily, but they're... Yeah, these are okay. These are some... Oh, here's a big... here's a Brandenburg Cuirassier we saw earlier. They may come and chase those Jaegers down. Maybe that's what Rhineland wants to happen. Maybe he's trying to bait with these Jaegers, trying to bait the cav out again. He's got his own cav very close by. But I might just fast forward just in case anything, in case nothing happens, because it seems like both sides are sort of just holding off. Don't really have anything they like any moves they want to make. They seem to be quite happy on where they're like the position. Sweden, for instance, is quite happy to keep this sort of high ground. He's got a little bit of a ridge here, so it certainly looks like the French would have to march up. I mean, even if he pushed down, he still has the high ground. Jaeger's here, Voltigeur, sorry, getting a few shots off, but I doubt they're getting many kills. It's really harassing. At best, just harassing stuff. And Sweden actually looks like he's giving ground. It looks like the French are going to make the move, actually, so I may not need to fast forward. France and Württemberg are making the move up this hill, which is really nice to see. And the artillery is surely getting within canister range soon. And it's already got the greatest angle, actually, for canister. Kind of like, I mean, it's nearly firing into the ground as it is. Yep, just blown some poor wooden structure out of the way. But there you go, the first shots are off. And the first bit of line battle is underway. And Sweden's still forming its weird circle formations. And there you go, the smell of gunpowder in the air once again as we're back in NTW 3. It's a glorious smell. Did take a little break from NTW 3 after the NTW 3 week, but we are back in Napoleon Total War. It was good to be back. As we see huge line battles take place once again. Glorious, glorious stuff. And it seems like, well, it's not even seeing the Russian army. I'm just sorry, I'm just having a look around, seeing what everyone else is doing. The Russians still aren't bothering to appear. Seems like right now Sweden is the only one willing to engage the French. Whether that's a good idea, I mean, they seem to be doing okay. Don't seem to be taking many losses to clear up this hill. They've probably got, because of their position, they've got the better ground, really. France, though, also isn't taking many casualties because Sweden can't shoot to save its life. Cavalry moving in the background, but nothing going on in the way, in aggressive ways anyway. A lot of cavalry moving behind here though, and behind the lines. They may, I imagine all these cav just goes for a huge charge on this infantry. Sweden trying to get a little flank on here though, and we may be able to see another cavalry charge, as Sweden is massing a lot of dragoons, a lot of cuirassiers. Yeah, here we go. They're going to go for this grenadier guard unit again. Württemberg may need some support here. We've got some more French cav appearing, some hussars. And yeah, lots of infantry setting up over here as well. So I guess they just didn't want to deal with the infantry volleys as they came in. Yeah, Württemberg's lines, look at these, a little bit jaggedy. They're also doing the circle formation. It's clearly a hidden tactic. France moving forward though, he's coming up the hill. He wants to get a better angle, which is not a bad idea. The nearer he gets, the more painful it is for Sweden. Saxony, I mean, in theory, I mean, Saxony obviously can't see what the French have, but he could do a massive flank right now. He could be really aggressive. And I would risk it. Personally, I would risk it. I mean, can his units form square? No, it doesn't. And the only issue is I don't think he can see these guys, but there is cav obviously in this forest here, so he is at risk of being just massively flanked by the cav, like counterflanked himself. See, actually, France has got like, oh no, what is this unit doing here? This carabiner is like shooting into its own men. It's literally facing its own men. It may as well turn. It may as well turn and look the other way. And I don't know what that guy's on about. This battle is not almost done, son. There's plenty of time still in this battle to go. France is only just getting underway. God, it looks beautiful though. As you can see, oh, I don't know, a little bit weak over here of France. Definitely worth flanking, I'd say, if I was Saxony. Saxony's almost freed up because Prussia's now starting to appear. And Prussia will be able to pin down the Italian army. Russia's still not really showed itself. Oh, I say that. Russia's got stuff appearing here now. I mean, it has just disappeared all again, but it looks like Russia's going to be the one that gets to deal with Confederation of the Rhine. Could be an interesting solution. I mean, yeah, it looks like they've marched down this road, I think. Why they've been so slow in appearing. And then over on this side, or back over on this side, the line battle continues. Seems like Sweden's able to hold his own. Seems like he's doing okay. I'm waiting for the big Swedish and Saxony cavalry charge. There's a lot of cavalry here for both sides. Lots of cuirassiers as well. I'm waiting for like the cavalry charge. Whether they go like through the gap here, I don't know. Artillery here, surely he's going to get into canister range. Are you firing Württemberg? A few of you, not many though. There's a little bit of morale starting to waver here. I mean, it looks like the Swedes are starting to take casualties in some sectors. Certainly this one, 65 out of 130. So lost about half its men. Now Grenadiers coming in. They're going to charge the Prussians are over here. When do they arrive? I mean, it doesn't matter because they're about to get charged. And there you go. The Prussian unit's probably going to break. Whether the Swedes will break as well. I'm surprised they're not going to support this cavalry charge. There you go. They broke the Swedes before they broke the Prussians. Jeez. In go more dragoons. And the Swedes are now going to send more down. Maybe they're going to go for an attack on the onto the French cav. What's going in? What are they doing? Oh no, they're just going in here. Okay. They broke that. Maybe they can now countercharge and hit these line infantry here of Württemberg. Here they go. The cavalry charge I was expecting has arrived. And the dragoons are going in. And this is a square. This one will be safe, but the others cannot form square in the center here. A little bit concerning for Württemberg. And now they are without cavalry. And they're now going to have to solely rely on the French. And it seems like all this cavalry is massing just to face the French cav. Is it really that scary? Maybe. Over here, it seems like what's the gun's nearly broken, I think. Or is the gun fine? Yeah, the gun's nearly broken. France really pushing hard now in the center here. Really pushing hard. What's going on here? Oh, we have some more Prussian cuirassiers getting broken by the Confederation of the Rhine's variant. And ironically, this Confederation of the Rhine unit's from Saxony. So that's unfortunate there. So yeah, now they're without their heavies here, Prussia. And these musketeers are retreating. And yeah, France is now really pushing on in here. This is 1800 France. It's the Italian campaign. They're really pushing in. Trying to do damage on these Prussians. Reserve musketeers. A volley for the fatherland. There we go. Seems like France is starting to make some headway. He's nearly routed this gun. I'm not quite sure how. Just from shooting the crew, maybe. The line battle rages on though. I don't think they broke any of those Württemberg units when they did the cavalry charge. They seem to like stand pretty strong. So well done to them. Just look at the lines. Just like if I zoom in, like down there, you just see the long lines going on. As everyone just glitches in and out a little bit as well. God, you gotta love NTW3. There you go. Infantry charge going for the gun. These Carabiniers here, they've gone for the gun, which is a very smart idea actually. Now able to that. Now they're kind of in a bit of an issue though. What do they do now? And the answer is charge in. Going after more infantry apparently. That should go too. And they are, I imagine, quite heavy infantry. I don't know. Probably like some sort of grenadier variant. They'll probably like act like grenadiers. That's what I'm saying. Saxony's on the retreat. France has certainly got some interesting like units up here. You've got Voltigeurs really close to the front line. I mean, it's a bold play. These guys usually aren't used to like a line battle, put it like that. Very, very bold. France still pushing hard here. Oh my gosh, yeah, France is really pushing in. We've got some cavalry de la Bataille that just charge on in here, routing a lot of Prussians right now. And I can see why Saxony's on the retreat, because Saxony's having to turn his line now to prepare for this French army that's appeared. So really well done there. France is kind of just overwhelmed and got in here. Taking this building as well, put some line infantry in there. And Prussia's kind of like been just cut out of this this village. He just sent more infantry in. Yeah, he sent some Landwehr in. I don't think he's going to take that with Landwehr. You can see they're really pushing up this hill now. Massive cavalry fight going over on this side now. Sweden's got some infantry in square. Dragoons look like they're, well, I say massive cavalry fight. Actually, I think it was like a cavalry charge from the Swedes. Kind of went wrong. France has kind of tried to respond by sending some hussars in. They got routed. Seems both sides managed to like rout a couple of things, but nothing major. Oh yeah, massive cavalry fight. Oh my gosh. France over here is losing. Saxony. Kind of surprised. And that massive chasseur's gone. 115 men down the drain. And it's just the cuirassiers holding on now. And they're broken as well. And Saxony's managed to break all of France's cavalry. So, I mean, that's huge. Now Saxony basically has control of the battlefield when it comes to like mobility really on the battlefield. Württemberg really is just pushing forward really, really quickly here. Kind of throwing his infantry away a little bit. He's just like going into melee. He'd be better just fighting in line battles. They were doing really well. Like, look at all the Swedish dead from the line battles. France is just annihilating Sweden over here. We've got silent muskets.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack.
France over here is cleaning up right now. Prussia still holds a bit of the village though, you've got to remember that. And also we can't forget that Russia is now on the ascendancy. Russia's pushing forward with a fresh army. This army's barely been touched. I think that maybe like with some cavalry got into the fight and that was about it. No, I don't think that. Yeah, okay, this cuirassier is taking like a few casualties. That's it. This is kind of concerning. I mean, Rhineland at the same time is also pretty much untouched. I think some of his cavalry went in for some combats and that's it. We've got a bit of a skirmish going on over here. We've got some Jaegers going in. Don't know why it's just so quiet. God damn it. There we go. Or I thought we had it, but we don't. There's some Nassaus here. They're probably just going to get gunned down by the Russians in a moment. Unless the Russians just don't shoot. Oh no, they did. They're shooting.
Our men are running.
They got a few casualties, but nothing major. Then we've got a big cavalry fight over here. The Tsar's been broken. Just live cuirassiers going in. They're actually losing to the cuirassiers of Russia. They've been broken as well. And now Russia's got kind of the cavalry control like domain on this side. Don't know whether he should have done that. He should have fought a little bit, maybe a bit closer to his own infantry, I think. Kind of too aggressive on Russia there. Got some Polish Uhlans here. So Polish Uhlans going in. Going to try and deal with this infantry, which can form square and just didn't. And Russia's still got plenty of cav, plenty like a fresh cuirassier there. And this cuirassier is still looking pretty healthy as well. Luckily they've got like some more of their own on the other side, but To be careful. Got to be very careful with how they use them, because I mean the French alliance is running out of cav. France is kind of running out of troops as well. I mean Württemberg's almost been routed. It's looking a little bit rough. Saxony's almost like retreating back and joining up with Sweden, and that's going to be a bit of an issue. Luckily, like 1800, France is just cleaning up Prussia, or it looks like he is anyway. Instead of more landwehr trying to deal with those guys. Not going to work, Prussia. Not going to work. Still got plenty of infantry in here, though, it seems. Got like at least a couple of regiments. Got the Cavalry Battalion there as well doing its thing. Got Chasseur here. Pretty cool. France. What you got left? You've got a fair amount of... They've still got a lot of infantry. A lot of good infantry. France's infantry probably does beat any of this infantry over here in a normal fight. I'd say, I mean, what we got here? Reserve Fusiliers. Reserve Fusiliers. Yeah, probably beats most of this. It's all like I said, Reserve Fusiliers. These are like your boys you call up after you've lost the main army. So these are like, I don't know, the second army basically, your reserves literally. You don't really want these here. Saxony seems like he's had an okay time of it so far. He doesn't seem like he's too touched, but Sweden's like lost a lot of troops, as you can see here in this line battle. So I mean that's not so good. What they're going to rely on is the cav. The cav is going to do them a lot of good work right now because, well, they've got a lot of it left. They've got what, just like a little Chasseur Cheval here, which is trying to defend all the guns, which I think is what Saxony's going for. Saxony bring his cav over to maybe try and deal with the like the last cuirassier here, which is, like I said, ironically, a Saxon cuirassier. But it looks like it's going to come flying forward. We've got Russia's cuirassiers coming in. Looks like, yeah, they're both just going to run in. Here we go. The battle of the cuirassiers here. And there you go. Looks like Russia's gonna probably win it because it's a 2v1. Really needs some infantry up there or someone to support. Just someone to fire some volleys into the Russians. Try and just do some damage. Shame the artillery here didn't get like a volley off. France at 1800s having to send some troops back to support. Oh, Russia might lose this, you know. Russia might lose this. Morale's looking a bit rough. Looking very rough, actually. And Saxony's over here looking for an opportunity. Really, Saxony probably wants to help that cavalry fight because Russia's losing. Russia's very much losing right now. He's lost that cavalry unit, that cuirassier. Probably going to lose this other one. And then, I mean, what could... I mean, this cuirassier then could go for the general, which is right there. Russia's in a little bit of trouble. Now without cavalry himself. Big Rhineland units over here. 186 men. Yeah, smart. Get his cavalry out there. It's probably pretty weak. He's going to need it for these cuirassiers over here. Guard National trying to stop the wave of cuirassiers. It's kind of hilarious to see. Don't think it's going to happen. They need to get this artillery out of here. I mean, if they can. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to have a chance. And there they go. Some more cuirassiers going into the National Guard. That's fortunate to see. A little big line battle going on over here. Although it was, anyway. It looks like France is moving forward to close the gap once again. Sweden reloading desperately. Got to fire as many rounds as possible into this French horde. Another volley for from the Swedes, please. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. I don't really know where Saxony's going with his army. He's kind of just allowing France here just to flank Sweden. Sweden, yeah, Sweden's kind of getting obliterated as he retreats now. He's just being gunned down in the back. Württemberg's only just about still in this one. He took an absolute pounding from that cavalry. And he also charged forward loads of his infantry into combat, which probably wasn't a great idea. Like, it's always a risk doing a bayonet charge. Oh, there you go. The cavalry has struck here. The Saxon cav has struck. They've got rid of those guns, the Guard National. Yeah, kind of expected that. Like, it was an isolated position. The French over here, after starting off so well, Prussia's starting to make a little bit of a comeback as well. Oh wow, there's only like 28 like infantry holding this building now. Not so great. Yeah, Prussia's still got a lot of troops actually like loitering around here. 1800 France is like splitting his army up, and he's kind of getting picked off different areas. Obviously his micro as well will be like have to be up to top notch to stop all of this. He has broken that. That's unfortunate that unit broke. He was going to need that unit. As you can see, all these units forming square because I think they're scared of the Saxon cav over there, and they're getting charged now by Russian infantry instead. Yeah, Rhineland's going to be pretty aggressive now. I think he's going to be aggressive and try and support his French ally in some way. That is not looking good. Looks like the French are kind of getting picked off bit by bit here. Not good at all. I mean, they're going to have to rely on like maybe this French army here, maybe holding like Prussia. Could be a little bit too much to ask. Rhineland's going to do a lot of damage soon over there, and you're going to hope that yeah, the Swedes are almost look like they're gone. You're going to hope that this horde over here from the French can quickly clean up the Saxons and the Prussians that are here, and then turn around and get its ass back towards this village
Our men are
because they need it. They really do. It looks like Russia's going to send half his force to deal with Rhineland now. Everyone in the glorious green uniforms of Russia. As we go to silent muskets again. The best type of muskets. I hope you guys are enjoying this battle. It's certainly going quite well for the Allies at the moment. I'd say they're in the ascendancy. It's nice to see a change. You often see like the French do really, really well. Oh, what's broken there? Jaeger's just got broken. Okay, that's not the end of the world. But I mean, it's still very, very close. Both sides have the potential to win. Both are winning in certain areas of the battlefield as well. Rhineland could have turned it around. He's barely lost many troops. He's lost a lot of cav, but that's about it. See, they are still dueling it out right now with the Russians. Seems like that French force over there is getting obliterated. There's only like a couple of them left now. Don't know why they're not pushing hard here. I mean, I know the Cavs here, but they've got their own cuirassiers still. Oh no, they broke. Oh damn, that is annoying. That is very, very annoying. So they're basically without cav now, the French. I think they've got no cav left. And like in 1212, cav is king. As Russia and the Rhineland just keep duking it out here. This is kind of the battle for the right flank. Whoever wins this line battle probably has a good chance of winning, because Russia's like got a considerable amount of troops here. The rest is over here. That's a long way away to turn around. I mean, it's also like only 5 units. Obviously can't see everything, but that's still a lot. Looks like there's 1,800 France is turning around these 5 units that it had sent to help its other French ally, because it realizes it needs to hold this village. This village is like, I mean, looked like it was under control at one point. Now, not so much. Prussia's back, and he's back with a bite. Saxony looks like he's going to retreat to the ends of the earth. A long retreat from the Germans. This is a French thing. The French do the retreating, not the Germans. Come on, Saxony, turn around, fight.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Saxony also just like cleaning up kills. Just running down routing troops.
Yes, sir.
This Baden unit has a pretty rough choice. Well, I mean, I say it has a rough choice. It's about to get charged now by Russian infantry. Russia made it pretty easy. Russia should have just stayed in line formation, because it seemed like this unit was going to come out of square, and then the cavalry could have gone in. These dragoons could have gone in. Russians breaking here. Looks like more infantry going in. I'm gonna try and break this line. Which is not a bad idea, but they need to stop the Russian cavalry just getting behind like it is now. It's just threatening the rear. And the Saxon, oh, it's mainly Saxon cavalry actually, yeah. Who's lost a building? Oh, the Prussians retook this town hall from the French. That's not good. So now both sides hold one building. France is certainly slowly getting pushed out of this building, along with like small little bits of Württemberg here. You can see Russia is also bringing over forces of support. And Russia's getting forced back here as well. I say as well, like he's being forced back anywhere else. He's actually not. Russia's doing a relatively decent job. These Germans, loyal to Napoleon, have got to fight on hard. They don't know that they're doing well on everywhere else.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, and Russia's giving ground. He's had enough. But it may not be the end of the world, because it looks like Saxony over here is causing more havoc for these Rhineland Shakers. Causing all sorts of havoc. Why didn't these guys just stop chasing them and just put a volley into these Chevaliers? They do a lot more damage. Over on this side, Saxony's finally going to stop running by the looks of it. I mean, I hope he does anyway. He's found a farmhouse. He looks like he's put some troops in it.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
What building's fallen to the enemy now? Don't tell me this is the other building that was being held by... It was! So look at this. Prussia has fully pushed France out of this village. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. Because I thought all that Prussia had left was like reserve infantry and landwehr. Seemed like he'd lost a lot of his army in that first initial charge in by the French. But there was like so many units in here wavering and breaking. But seemed it didn't matter. They had just still plenty of troops, and obviously some will return. Russia's now here as well to support, and 1,800 France, which had a huge line infantry army. Kind of just down to what, these 6 units here by the looks of it. Where did it all go wrong, France? Where did it all go wrong? What's here? This unit could form a square as well. Oh no, it doesn't really matter. They're only line infantry. They're going to break. Yep, there you go. They broke them. That's a shame. Rhineland's really going to try and turn it around. He's still got a lot of infantry of his own. Only thing is he's getting slowly just shadowed by all the Saxon cav here. It's like vultures following a dying animal. I mean, not that Rhineland's really dying yet. It's still quite healthy, but that's what it feels like a little bit. Anyway, are they gonna finally stop running away, Saxony? There's no need. Sweden's gonna make some sort of a stand here. Saxony's like, no, I'm running for Paris. I'm going for Paris. The French are chasing them on their heels like, how dare you? I mean, it's a smart play because there's a lot of French troops here. They're now being dragged away from the battlefield. Honestly, at this point, France has like traveled so far just following these guys. He's like losing the battle in other places. That's the thing. France needs to really turn around and try and save what remains of his French ally, and then go and help. Then go and support Rhineland. If you do that, then you got a really good chance. But really, Saxons are dragging him away bit by bit. And France is happily dueling Prussia, but he doesn't realize he's about to get flanked by Russia. And Russia's just disappeared into the gloom over on this side. It's not even interested. What's in this building over here? Oh, it's not in the building, but it's just outside. Just some farmers. Just some Russian farmers that have got guns and are really angry. Fair enough. But yeah, not really. I mean, obviously the fog of war's here, but what was it? It's like, I don't know, 6 or so Russian light infantry over here, and there's some cav, and then that's kind of really it. It's really the main force is kind of like over here. And with Saxony's probably got the largest force left. If some of these French units can rally, there's a chance. I mean, it's kind of even on numbers of like units here, so that kind of still puts it in favor of France. But how France has been like faring against Prussia currently right now, I wouldn't give France much of a chance. And there you go, Russia's going in against Württemberg here. This tiny little German unit of 30 men's got to hold back 90 angry Russians, and it did it. Well done. I mean, also getting shot by the French. The French clearly don't care about their German allies and just shot into the backs of them. Now Württemberg can reset up. More Russians appearing though. Endless stream of Russians. And there you go, France has made the decision to retreat. Württemberg decided to stay with them, though. Interesting position. Württemberg has been going into the building and has been losing. Württemberg should just retreated with France. Why didn't do that? Like, honestly, you should have just done that. You can see France is just having none of it. France is also... Where the heck did these guys appear from? This is all 1800 Italy. Where are these guys going? I have no idea. I didn't realize there was even a French force here. They might as well join up with the main French army that's now, and then like beeline over here to help beat Russia and Prussia. I didn't realize these guys were here. That is very handy. It's like another 4 fresh infantry units. I did think like 1800 like France had like a huge army, and then it all just seemed to disperse. I mean, it had all spread out, but like it looked like it just got evaporated. It's a little bit more intact than I thought. A little bit more intact. Prussia's really struggling here. Look at the morale. These musketeers just aren't up for the challenge. Is Russia going to lose 2 infantry units here to 1 Württemberg? No. No, it's not. I was going to say, the world would go mad if that happened. Russia being, like, renowned for its melee, I would expect them to win that. You can see these are relatively still fresh infantry regiments, and they are beelining to try and save their ally now. It's not a bad idea. No one's lost a general as far as I'm aware as well. What's Rhineland doing? Is Rhineland just retreating? Are they all just going for points? Yeah, they are, I think. I think both sides are going for points. So it looks like Rhineland's going to go for this 4-pointer back here. I presume the Allies have probably got stuff going for this 4-pointer. I don't know. I presume that's what's happening, because why would Rhineland march in this direction? Russia's literally in that direction. They're not going to go... Clearly they're looking at the time and thinking, this is the time now to go for a... capturing buildings, not for fighting armies. France still dueling it out here with Russia. As you can see, more infantry charges. Seems like Prussia's had enough. He's going to go in with land there. No, you're probably not going to do this too well though. Right with that French unit, it's just looks like we've got some grenadiers coming in now. Some Russian grenadiers coming in. They're going to fly on in here. They are going to rout that light infantry, you imagine. Look at the morale. Yeah, maybe. It's so hard to tell. NTW 3 morale is so unpredictable in their battles. Yeah, there you go. French did lose. I did think so. Russia's morale didn't even leave green. And now France looks like he's in a little bit of a rough spot now. It's 4 versus 6. 7 if that Russian unit gets moving. And Grenadiers is going on into the next one. Not slowing down at all. France, yeah, looking a bit rough. Could go either way, though. Looks like the Grenadiers are going to break first. Not expect that. They routed that musketeer there. Sitting in the next one as well. That one probably will break on impact. Yeah, that one broke on impact as well. Really risky here by Prussia, just sending everything in. Because then France just gets a nice volley off like that and breaks them. And we've got Salt over here. Salt's coming in to save the day. He's going to try and rout some of these Russians. Look at that. The French, after looking like they were in a really rough spot, have turned it around. Well, there is actually an infantry unit. How did Russia get infantry over here? They got Grenadier in this building. No wonder Rhineland's sitting around and just so desperate to go and take it. Cheeky so-and-so. Looks like Saxony's coming back. Saxony's like, how dare you, France, march away from our fight? We were ready to have it. But suddenly Saxony's like, I don't know, desperate for a fight with France. I don't think he can win. I don't know if I'm just being blind. Oh no, I think it's there. I was going to say, I don't know where the Saxony Cavs got to. We've got a Russian Cav here. I presume Saxon Cavs nearby? I don't know, really. Unless they've just committed it all. Oh, there's some Saxon Cav here. Maybe it's all dead. Surely not. Surely it's just like in this empty space. Got a general over there. I don't think he can be alive. It looks like this French army... I don't know where this... Oh, is this beelining for this four-pointer? Which is not a bad idea. So it looks like, yeah, both sides look like they're just going for buildings at this point. So it's not a bad idea. Yeah, this... I did think the Saxons still had some healthy cavalry knocking about. So, I mean, that's going to cause a few issues. Maybe they'll harass this army as it retreats. Doesn't look like many of them can form square, if any. Yeah, I don't think any of these French can form square. A little concerning as they just trek through open ground where the Cavs just looking at them like vultures. Ah yes, meat's back on the menu, boys. I mean, if they were carnivorous cavalry, that's a bit scary. Not carnivorous, cannibal cav. Nothing wrong with being carnivorous. Being a cannibal, though. There you go, scare them off. Scare off you Frenchies. Looks like we're about to see some sort of assault in here. Did Rhineland bring any sort of grenadiers? Doesn't look it. And France has just got all line infantry, I'm aware. So they go. I don't know if that's why they brought all these units over here, because they are worried they're going to need all of them to take this building. Because, well, this is a grenadier. And it's a Russian grenadier. I like how the houses in Napoleon have just nothing in it. They're just shells of their house. No furniture. People that lived here are just animals. Just empty spaces. I can't see this this line infantry. Yeah, it's losing slightly. I'm not surprised. It was going to be. Over here we have the cavalry going in. Cavalry's harassing the French. Looks like they're going to rout this one. Yep, rout this big 114-man unit. Doing a lot of damage to these units. They just can't form square.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest away.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This cavalry rout by France right now. Or the rout due to the cavalry by France right now is horrendous. They have actually quite a lot of cav left. They have 2 cuirassier units left. My god. Yeah, that is disgusting. They just routed that entire French force. That was a really healthy French like infantry line as well. And they just did a really good job. Routed it on the march. Oh no. Oh dear. Now I'd say it's now back in favor of the Allies. Like Saxony's like force over here is looking very healthy. So's the Rhinelands. I mean, they've still got some troops Over here, they're actually just chasing down Russia. I don't think they can really win that fight. Why Russia's not actually going to take that fight, I'm not sure. Most of their armies are just spent looking over here, just looking at stuff, which is fair enough. France has had a sense of infantry in. They are starting to take casualties, though. They just broke... Oh, they broke that dragoon. Okay. Surely they're going to lose now. They're winning decisively? Jeez. Kind of surprised. They are outnumbered. Oh, did they take it? They took it. Oh, fair enough. There you go. Even though they were winning decisively, apparently. I think NTW is lying. I'm going to just fast forward now because I don't know really what's going on. There's still a lot of movement going on right now. And I think both sides are really just going... I mean, Russia's trying to bring his troops over here to try and retake that 4 point. But it looks like... I mean, it looks like the Allies are kind of just stuck around these 1 pointers here. So they can't really get as many points as the French. Because the French get the two 4 pointers. That's 8 points. And there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 1 pointers on the battlefield, so you kind of need to take a 4 point allies if you're going to stand a chance in this, and unless you've got anything in this one, which I don't think they have, it's surprising if they did, but they may do. What's back here? It's the general for Russia. Yeah, there's nothing here, so France is going to be able to cleanly just walk in and just take this, and then it's just going to end like well, unless they can take a building back, it's going to end with an imperial victory. Sorry. And Russia's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. He's got the Rhineland on both sides of him and just slowly guiding him into the kill zone, which is just this open field by the looks of it. But yeah, that looks like it's going to be really the battle. I don't really see much else going on because, well, really, I just don't see anything else going on because I think both sides are just going for buildings, really. That's all they seem to be doing. Got some light line infantry here trying to set up. Trying to gun down this general. And they might just do it, you know. Might just gun down York here. Yep. Routed him. May want to go and get this artillery piece and these this general up here. Because, well, they could be quite key in taking out. Put it like that. I didn't realise Russia really had artillery left. He's got a 6-pounder here. He probably is going to train onto this farmhouse and put a lot of rounds into. But not if this... one line infantry unit can have anything to say about it. Oh, those farmers with guns are here. They're shooting on the Russian general, and that's enough to scare him off. Oh, a really good hit there by the Russian artillery, giving a nice hit in canister. Probably will rout it on impact. Yep. And there you go, they routed that on impact. That was very unfortunate there for the French. So the Russians may have time to take this back. Maybe they'll just put an artillery piece, train it on there. Don't know whether they want more infantry really in there, the French. But I guess it's safer to have it all in there than it is out here with the cuirassiers. This unit can form square, luckily, so that's handy. Can just form square and stop those cuirassiers from getting them. What's going on over here? Oh, it's still the guiding the unit into the death zone. But it looks like the battle's nearly over. You can see the timer has literally got like seconds left. So it looks like we're not going to see much else going on. The Saxon Cav is not going to have its last real influence on the day. What are they sending out? Why are you sending more line? Why are you sending line infantry that can't form square out? Should have just have that tiny little unit out, and then it could have just formed square and have been safe. They're going to send infantry into combat here by the looks of it. Fight the farmers. And there you go, a draw. But I'd say if you go off points, then it is a French victory because, well, they took 2 of the 4 pointers, and the French had, I think, maybe a couple of 1 pointers, and that was it. So, yes, there you go. So, well done to the King of Gondor, who sent this one in, who's playing as the Rhineland, and did a really, really good job. Well done to Acolyte as well, who I think was playing as 1812 France, and then you got Rimiak the Liar, who was playing as the Italian French army. Then Gambit, who was playing as Württemberg, and well done to Radetzky, to Kielant, and to Terminus, and to Pierre as well, or Pierre, I think. Sorry, not Pierre. Pierre as well. All did really, really well. I mean, Terminus here with the Saxons got like, I think nearly the most kills in the entire game. Only just beaten by Rimiak here. So really, really well done to him. Did a really good job with his cavalry. And yeah, Württemberg had a really rough time. As did Rhineland, to be fair. Not like too many kills. Actually getting the least amount of kills. The Allies got more kills than the French by the looks of it. But we'll quickly have a look at some of the unit stats. I got the Cuirassier here with over 200 kills. And nothing else coming really anywhere close. 70 odd. And that's really about it. So yeah, some pretty poor kills, unfortunately, for Gondor there. But it was enough in the end to win. They managed to take the buildings, and that was what was required to get victory. If you guys did enjoy this one, do remember to leave a like, subscribe from around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next NTW3 battle. Bye for now.